So, I uploaded a video on Sunday where I talked about my bad teacher experiences. But the thing is, like, the video was very long and it was kind of like all over the place. So I wanted to make instead like a two-parter, maybe, so that it's a little bit more digestible, I think. So yeah, hi, my name is Spooky. Welcome to today's video. I'm going to talk about my horrible teacher experiences. I do want to preface this by saying that if any of my past teachers see this, I don't care. I'm not saying any names, and I'm not telling anyone which schools it is. So if anyone has a problem with it, I don't care. Like, fucking, what do you want me to do about it? You were the one who acted this way. So I wanted to maybe start actually a little bit soft, but then I was like, actually, no, we're not gonna do that. And then the thing about this is that there's a lot to like explain to understand why these teachers were kind of fucked. But basically, long story short, my high school experience, I had two really bad teachers before this. So when summer before school rolled around, we had a meeting with my new teacher, and I explained what was the problem. Like, I was like, I have a little bit of a hard time in gym, and I'm not really that great in math. Like, that was like the two things that we needed to talk about. And she said, oh, that's fine. One thing you guys really need to remember. She said, I will never make you do anything you're uncomfortable with. This was said in front of my mom. Like everyone I have talked to, like, this was like, she told me this, it was fine. About I want to say like half a year passes. Everything's fine. On Fridays, we have something called class lunch, where we all like bring a bunch of food and we eat, like, our whole class, and we like watch a movie or something. But we also have swimming on Fridays. We eat. I was feeling really horrible. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I was having a bad day, kind of. I was about to get my periods. I was really bloated, and then on top of that, I also ate something that I didn't like, so I was feeling really nauseous. So I say to this teacher, now keep in mind, I've been having like pretty frequent gym at this point. Like, I've had gym and I've been in swim classes. I told this teacher, hey, I'm not feeling the best today. I think I'm gonna skip out on like swimming. Do you know what this woman does? While I'm standing there, like, I told her this in a pretty like okay way. Like, I wasn't rude. I wasn't like trying to gain sympathy by like crying or anything. I was just like, hey, this is the case. Like, is that okay? She says, I really think you should be in this class today. And I said, yeah, but I'm just not feeling it. Like, sorry. I said, I'm not comfortable doing that today. This woman, this horrible, fucked up woman says, sometimes in life you have to do things that make you a little bit uncomfortable. Fucking rewind. I'm sorry. Did you not just say like half a year ago that I would never be able, like, I shouldn't be, like, excuse me? And like, that saying in itself, like, sometimes you have to do things you're a little bit uncomfortable with, that's fine. But if you put it in this situation with this context, fuck off. Oh my god. I hated that woman from the time forward. And I'll actually tell you the rest of the story. My high school teacher with this one, because she was so fucking annoying. I can't fucking tell you guys enough. if this like gains any traction and like anyone finds out like who she is, whatever, she was an ex-athlete, which I think really, it was kind of clear sometimes that she had a little bit of a different view on things than her students did. But basically, she was very like, oh, like sportsmanship and like all that. But another thing, this woman was my gym teacher, my science teacher, and my math teacher. She only really liked the students in her class who did really well. Like, she only liked people who were good in math and gym and stuff like that. And as kind of time went on, she became really, I don't know how to explain it, but like, she was really weird. She was once like yelling at our class, because of something we had done. Again, I can't remember like what it really was we had done, but it was something, but we weren't even really in the wrong. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, and I can't, as I said, for the life of me remember what it was. But I was so fed up with her because like nobody stood up to her because she was kind of intimidating. And so I kind of went, hey, we aren't in the wrong, like, and I explained to her like kind of what we saw, and I kid you not, this woman, this 45-year-old woman turned like this and looked at me like she wanted to murder me, like she was ready to fucking stab me. And I'm not exaggerating on that. It was totally fucking like, she was so mad that someone stood up to her, and she made it her personal fucking mission to like, she never liked me again. Like, I don't know what happened. Something switched. Like, we had a great relationship at the start of the year. This was 10th grade. I was 15. She hated me from like that time, like the rest of the year. She hated me. Like, she did not like me. And like, she was, as I said, like, got so mad. And like, I had a few of like my classmates afterwards, like, I don't understand what happened, but thank you for at least saying something. Like, that was out of pocket of her to do. And then this is the last tale I'll tell. But we had our main teacher, who we'll call Barbara. So Barbara is our math teacher, gym teacher, and science teacher. And then in math, we also had a man named Robert, because our class was a little bit like, you know, like some were great in math and others weren't really that good. So he went like around with extra help. He was fine. Everyone loved him. Fucking, we had a nickname for him. Like, everyone fucking loved this dude. Like, he was at the top of everyone's fucking list. And he was on top of mine too. I liked Robert. Robert had a special place in my heart. Until this bitch, we had a class one day. It was at the beginning of the year. And we had been at the school for like at least 2 months, but like it wasn't like far into the year or anything. 10th grade. I'm 15. I have struggled with migraines. This is something both my teachers knew. Barbara and Robert both knew this. And I think my blood sugar was high. Something like, I was just not in the game. We had a bunch of a couple of assignments that we were supposed to do. I couldn't remember, like, I couldn't fucking for the life of me understand really what we were supposed to do. I tried to get my friend to help me. She couldn't get me to understand. Like, I was just so like, I couldn't fucking understand. And instead of helping me, the teachers like told me to stop talking with my fellow students and do my work. And I said, I don't understand. And they would just be like, just try. And then they left, because of course they did. And then like, I didn't do anything because, as I said, like, my blood sugar was high. I had a migraine. It was just not fun. And I was really disappointed because like I was getting frustrated that I didn't understand what I was supposed to do. And then at the end of the class, like there's like 10 minutes left, this dude, Robert, comes over, looks at my worksheet, and he goes, "You haven't really done a lot, Spooky." I said, "No, I know, but I've been like trying to understand, and like my head hurts, and it's just been like awful. Like, I'm sorry, but I even tried like taking a painkiller, like it didn't do anything. Like, I'm sorry, I haven't done anything, I'm sorry, and I know it's bad, but like, sorry, like, what do you want me to say? And he goes, yeah, but this is really bad. And he just continued while I said, I know, but like, I'll do it at home. Like, sorry, like, I'm, again, like, what can I do about it now? Nothing. So like, I just continued going like, I'm sorry, I know this is bad. Like, I'm disappointed in myself. And he just continues, like, keeps fucking telling me how bad it is, how disappointed he is. And I'm like, I tried to get help, you didn't help me. And then he got like angry and then started going like, yeah, but this is so bad, like, I'm so disappointed in you, like, blah, blah. He would not let this shit go for some fucking reason. And I had two people sitting behind me. One was my friend, one was a classmate. I have talked to him before. We weren't like friends, we were just like classmates, as I said. And this classmate goes, you sure are agreeing a lot right now. Are you sure you actually agree? And as I said, like, I was overwhelmed because of this man-child standing in front of me, like, trying to drill it into my fucking head how stupid I was. And this bitch just said that while I was agreeing with the man because I fucking agreed. Like, I was really frustrated and really angry that I couldn't, like, understand anything. So I turned to this classmate. And I know this is really bad, but I turned around and quite loudly said, suck my dick. Loud enough for my other classmates to turn towards us while this teacher was standing right next to me. I, like, of course that didn't fucking help the situation, and he just went, that was really inappropriate for, like, a classroom setting. Of course it was. Of course it was, Robert. I know. Like, what do you want me to do about it? And our teacher was like, yeah, everyone pack up your things. Like, you're allowed to leave now. And then we also, like, me and my cousin, we were in the same class because we're the same age. We were something called Tidy Buddies because we had trash cans in our classroom, and instead of, like, the janitors taking the trash out, every class had, like, something called Tidy Buddies, which is where basically you just take the trash out, like, just to help out. So me and my cousin were coincidentally, like, trash buddies. So we were packing up the trash, and Robert walks up to Barbara, I think that's what we called her, walks up to Barbara and starts, like, explaining what happened. And, like, I could hear him. I was at the fucking end of the classroom. I could hear this man talk about something that happened. And, like, of course he's gonna say from his point of view, like, he was just like, yeah, she didn't do her fucking work, and then she got really angry, and then she said something inappropriate, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was just, like, I was so angry that I just grabbed, like, the trash bags and just, like, left the classroom. Of course, it was at the end of the day. I was allowed to, but you know what I'm saying. And then I was like, I am not going to be a victim. that's the wrong word to use, but I was not going to, like, let this slide. So I texted Barbara and I told her my side of the story. I didn't get punished or anything, so nothing really came out of it, but from that day forward, I was so angry at Robert. Like, he was such a dick towards me after that. And, like, he would, like, try to, like, I don't know how to explain it. He would try to be, like, nice to me, but I was so angry at him all the time because I hold a grudge. Like, oh my god, if you fuck me over well enough, I'll hold a grudge until I die. Which was what happened with this man. And he never fucking apologized for making me that overwhelmed. Like, I'm sorry, that was fully just his fault. Like, I don't fucking understand why he was trying to drill it into my head that I was so stupid. But, like, I was trying to actively get help from him, and he just wouldn't give it to me. So, like, it was his fault. Like, everything was his fault. And he tried to blame me. Nah. No. And it's like, I don't know why, but I do think that these two teachers specifically, like, their favorite students were the students who did well in gym and math and science. And the thing is, like, I was in a class where, like, most of the people there were like athletes. Like they were really, like they are athletes now. Like they were well in math, they did well in gym, and like of course they were their favorites. And then you had me, and like so they fucking hated me for not understanding something that isn't really my fault. Oh my god, like you have no idea. Like I was like, they treated us so differently. Like the people who were like great at these things, like they were loved, like they were got like special treatment. And like me and my friends who weren't that great in like those things, like they just fucking didn't like us. Which also reminds me, this is the last thing I'll say about Barbara. I have a friend, I've been friends with her since 5th grade. I'm now 19 and we're still friends. We've been friends for a long time. And Barbara, in a meeting with this woman, with this girl, told the girl that she should stop being friends with me and start being friends with the athlete people who were good in math. Because my friend was like better in math than me. Basically calling me too stupid to be her friend. Keep in mind, we've been friends since like fucking 5th grade. Did my friend take her advice? Thank fuck not. But like, what the fuck kind of advice is that? Like, she was like insinuating that I was holding her back. Even though I hated that woman. Like, after she said that, I didn't know she said that until like after we got out of that school. But if I'd known, I would have fucking swung on her. Like, I took so much shit from that woman. Anyway, let me know if you want a part 2. I do have a part 2, but it's not as juicy because I feel like the juiciest things I talked about here. But yeah, so I've been spooky. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more. I post a little bit about everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye!